Antarctica. The name conjures images of icy plains, towering glaciers, and penguins marching across a landscape untouched by time. This frozen desert is home to some of the most resilient creatures on Earth, thriving in conditions that would be inhospitable to most life forms. This southernmost continent, a landmass larger than Europe and Australia combined, remains one of the most remote and least explored places on Earth. Its vast expanse is covered by an ice sheet that holds about 60% of the world's fresh water. Unlike other continents with bustling cities and intricate transportation networks, Antarctica is a vast wilderness. Its isolation and extreme conditions have preserved its pristine environment, making it a unique natural laboratory for scientific research. Its icy grip, harsh weather patterns, and unique geographical features make it a formidable challenge for even the most advanced aircraft. The unpredictable weather can change rapidly, turning a clear sky into a blizzard in a matter of minutes. While it might seem like a straight shot over the bottom of the world, the reality of flying over Antarctica is far more complicated. The continent's magnetic anomalies can interfere with navigation systems, making it difficult for pilots to maintain their course. There are very real reasons why commercial airlines avoid this route, opting instead for longer, seemingly less direct paths. The lack of emergency landing sites in the extreme cold can pose significant risks to both passengers and crew. The reasons are rooted in a combination of geographical limitations, logistical complexities, international regulations, and safety concerns. Pilots must be specially trained to handle the unique challenges of flying in such an extreme environment. Let's delve into the fascinating reasons why planes typically steer clear of the skies above Antarctica. From the technical difficulties to the environmental considerations, the story of Antarctic aviation is one of human ingenuity and respect for nature's power. Antarctica is notorious for its extreme weather conditions, making it one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. Temperatures can plummet to bone-chilling lows, regularly reaching -50 degrees Celsius, that's -58 degrees Fahrenheit, and even lower in the interior. These frigid temperatures are often accompanied by fierce winds, sometimes exceeding 200 miles per hour. These katabatic winds, as they are known, rush down the slopes of the Antarctic ice sheet, creating blinding snowstorms and severely reducing visibility. Such extreme and unpredictable weather poses significant risks to aircraft. Engine performance can be affected by the cold, and ice buildup on wings and other critical surfaces can lead to dangerous aerodynamic issues. The combination of extreme cold, ferocious winds, and limited visibility makes flying in Antarctica a risky proposition, even for the most experienced pilots and sophisticated aircraft. Antarctica is a vast and desolate continent, largely devoid of the infrastructure that supports air travel in other parts of the world. There are very few airports, and those that do exist are primarily used for scientific research and logistical support. These research stations are often separated by vast distances, making emergency landings extremely difficult, if not impossible. Furthermore, maintenance and repair facilities are limited, meaning that even minor technical issues can ground an aircraft for extended periods. The lack of established air traffic control in most areas adds another layer of complexity. Without the guidance and support of air traffic controllers, pilots must rely on their own navigation skills and judgment, which can be challenging in such an unforgiving environment. In essence, flying over Antarctica is like venturing into a remote wilderness with limited resources and support. It's a risk that commercial airlines are simply not willing to take. Section 4. Magnetic Maze. When compasses go haywire. Antarctica's proximity to the South Magnetic Pole creates unique challenges for navigation. The Earth's magnetic field, which governs the behavior of compasses, converges at the magnetic poles. As aircraft approach the South Magnetic Pole, traditional magnetic compasses become increasingly unreliable. This is because the magnetic field lines become nearly vertical, causing the compass needle to point downwards instead of towards magnetic north. While modern aircraft rely on sophisticated navigation systems like GPS, magnetic compass readings still play a vital role in backup navigation and emergency situations. The unpredictable behavior of compasses near the South Magnetic Pole adds another layer of complexity to flying in this region. Pilots need specialized training and equipment to navigate effectively in this magnetically challenging environment, making it even more impractical for routine commercial flights. Section 5. The Tyranny of Distance. Fuel and the limits of flight. Antarctica's sheer size and remoteness present significant logistical challenges for long-distance flights. The distances between potential emergency landing sites are vast, often exceeding the range of most commercial aircraft. This means that planes flying over Antarctica must carry enough fuel to handle diversions, delays, and unexpected events. The extra fuel load adds weight, reducing fuel efficiency and increasing operating costs. The cold temperatures also play a role in fuel consumption. Jet fuel can thicken in extreme cold, potentially affecting engine performance. While this can be mitigated with specialized fuel additives, it adds another layer of complexity and cost to Antarctic flights. The logistical challenges of fuel management, coupled with the lack of readily available refueling options, make flying over Antarctica a costly and logistically complex undertaking. Section 6. Landing on ice, emergency scenarios and their challenges. In the event of an in-flight emergency, landing an aircraft safely in Antarctica presents a unique set of challenges. The harsh and unpredictable weather conditions, combined with the vast, icy terrain, make it one of the most difficult places in the world for an emergency landing. The vast majority of the continent is covered in ice and snow, making finding a suitable landing site extremely difficult. Pilots must navigate through treacherous conditions, often with limited visibility and strong winds, to locate a safe area to land. While some research stations have airstrips capable of handling certain types of aircraft, these are few and far between. These airstrips are often small and not designed for large commercial planes, limiting the options for emergency landings. Landing on ice or snow requires specialized equipment, such as skis or skids, which are not typically found on commercial airliners. This specialized gear is essential for ensuring the aircraft can land safely without skidding uncontrollably on the icy surface. Even if a suitable landing site can be found, the extreme cold and potential for blizzards pose significant risks to both passengers and crew. The freezing temperatures can lead to equipment malfunctions, and the harsh weather can make it difficult for rescue teams to reach the site quickly. Rescue operations in such a remote and unforgiving environment can be extremely difficult and time-consuming. The isolation of Antarctica means that help is often far away, and rescue teams must be prepared to face the same harsh conditions as the stranded passengers and crew. The lack of readily available emergency landing options and the complexities of landing on ice make flying over Antarctica a risky proposition, especially for large commercial aircraft carrying hundreds of passengers. The combination of extreme weather, limited landing sites, and the need for specialized equipment underscores the importance of careful planning and preparation for any flight over this remote region. Section 7. Finding your way. Navigation in a featureless landscape. Navigating over Antarctica presents unique challenges due to the lack of distinctive landmarks and the potential for whiteout conditions. The vast white expanse of ice and snow stretches endlessly, creating a surreal and often disorienting environment. Pilots must be exceptionally vigilant and rely heavily on their instruments to maintain their bearings. The vast white expanse of ice and snow can create a disorienting environment, making it difficult for pilots to maintain situational awareness. Without the usual visual cues such as mountains or trees, the landscape can appear uniform and unchanging, leading to potential navigational errors. While modern aircraft rely on sophisticated navigation systems, these systems are not foolproof and can be affected by technical glitches or external factors. GPS signals can be disrupted, and magnetic compasses can be unreliable near the poles. Pilots must be prepared for these eventualities and have backup plans in place. In the event of a navigation system failure, pilots must rely on their skills and judgment to navigate using traditional methods, which can be challenging in such a featureless environment. Techniques such as dead reckoning, where pilots calculate their position based on speed, time, and direction, become crucial. The potential for whiteout conditions, where the horizon disappears and the sky blends seamlessly with the ground, adds another layer of complexity. In these conditions, even the most experienced pilots can struggle to maintain their orientation and ensure the safety of their flight. Whiteouts can cause spatial disorientation, making it difficult for pilots to judge distances and altitude accurately. This disorientation can lead to dangerous situations, such as flying too low or veering off course, which can be catastrophic in such a remote and unforgiving environment. These navigational challenges further highlight the risks associated with flying over Antarctica, particularly for commercial flights where safety and efficiency are paramount. Pilots must undergo specialized training to handle these unique conditions, and airlines must ensure that their aircraft are equipped with the best possible technology to mitigate these risks. The unforgiving nature of the Antarctic landscape demands the highest levels of preparation and vigilance from all who venture into its icy expanse.